search engine optimizing to affiliate marketing to blogging. There's a lot involved in e-commerce marketing. So to start off with, I'll give you a brief of all the topics that are included. The first one would be how to design your website. That is the first step, obviously, before you make your website live. The second step would be to mark your presence in social media, start reaching out to more and more customers. Then comes advertising. Then comes converting traffic. That is, once you manage to get a few people on your website, how do you make sure that they make a purchase on your website? That would be the next thing. Then to get more people and promote your website more, you would be required to start blogging, and then you can start discussing on forums, make your presence felt there. Then there is the SEO aspect, which is a very diverse topic in itself. Other than that, you can also start off with paid marketing, which is running advertisements on Google and Facebook ads. Then comes affiliate marketing, and also there is there are many other avenues that you can explore. So this is what we want to talk about in a nutshell. And I guess we'll start off with the most important thing that most of our attendees here, frequently ask us about, which is how do I rank my website high on Google? What is SEO and how do I master it? How do I make sure that anyone who's searching for the products that I have listed on my website, how do I make sure that anyone who's searching for that is shown my website in the search results? So this part is called SEO, which is search engine optimization. So this in itself is a very diverse field, and what I'll do right now is my teammate Saptarshi, he is an SEO expert. What he'll do is he'll guide you through all of this because he's helped many stores in setting up their search engine optimization, and he'll be the best person to talk about it. If you have any questions, you can feel free to type your questions in the question area, which can be seen here, and we'll be glad to answer them. So for now, I'm handing over the mic to Saptarshi.
Hi Varun, hello all and welcome to the webinar.
Saptarshi can take on now.
Yeah, Varun, I hope my voice is clear now. Hello Varun, is my voice clear to you?
Saptarshi, I can hear you. I'm sure the other members can also hear you. You can continue.
Cool. So we would get down to the very basics of SEO, the things which we cannot afford to miss out on. That would be our starting points. And to start with, this is one of the most important things that people miss out on. That is the submission of your sitemap and on Google Webmasters and how to get it crawled. So if you have got in touch with our support teams, what they do is that they generate something called the sitemap. That is a very easy thing to do. We basically have a lot of websites on the internet available who help you generate your sitemap. So it is there's a simple website called xmlsitemaps.com. You can log in there and generate your sitemap, and that same sitemap needs to be submitted to the inside the advanced marketing features within your Zepo dashboard. So that is the first thing which you need to do. Once the sitemap is submitted, what Google does is that it crawls through your website and basically it lists down all the links, sublinks, and the whole structure of your website onto its database. And it is basically the crawling feature which Google has. So after that is done, you need to make sure that you log into your webmasters and check. So on the left hand side, you can see that this is a basic screenshot of your webmasters account. You need to go in and check that your website has been crawled and there is no errors which are of the form 40 errors and 404 errors. which are basically duplicate content errors, which means that you cannot have duplicate content on your many web pages which are present on your website. So try to avoid that. And whenever you add new categories, new pages onto your Zepo store, be sure that you go into your sitemap and update it and upload it on again on the webmaster's account. So that is the most basic thing that people need to do once they have this store set up. That is to submit their sitemap and get it crawled by Google. So we would be looking at an approach where we would be trying to figure out the exact keywords. So most people approach SEO in the way that they talk to experts and all. They come to know that you need to have backlinks and lot of content and lot of links back to your websites and all. So to start off with that, we would try to take an approach here, which we at Zepo also take. So what we will basically do right now is we will try to see where we as a website or as a brand, how much links and how much search traffic do we actually get right now. So for that, there's a small help which we are doing over here, is that we have something called SEM Rush. It's a free tool. Anybody can log into SEM Rush, and what you can do is that you can put in your website and you can check which keywords are giving you good backlinks and good rankings over SEO. So one of our stores is called mudcutters.com. We just had a look at their SEO analysis, and we saw that that store is getting its traffic from these particular keywords, that is the kalamkari fabric and dupatta and blouse material and all that. So one of the most basic things which people need to do, a store needs to do, is to understand which keywords or which kind of content on their website is actually driving traffic and sales in terms of SEO. Okay, so that is the first thing which people need to do. This particular screenshot is Zepo's analysis. So we saw that we have currently these many number of organic searches, and this is a small analysis of our paid search, and these are the number of backlinks which we have. So that is a small analysis of Zepo. Similarly, the first thing which you need to do is make a small analysis of your own website and find out which keywords are giving you rankings. And the next thing is that to understand what your customers might be searching. So to understand what your customers might be searching, and probably what your customers are currently searching. To do that, there can be two things which you can do. So basically, SEO means to drive traffic through the search engines. In the search engines, we have two portions. One is the paid results and one is the organic results, which come when a person searches for something like, say, buy black shoes. So probably if you are putting up Google ads, you will come up on the search results of paid ads. And if you're not putting in any paid ads, you will come out in the organic searches. So to come up in the organic searches, you need to have content which matches the search queries. And to understand what the people are searching for, there are two basic ways. So one is if you go into your Google Analytics, there is something under the acquisition section. You will have under acquisition, you have search engine optimization, and under that you have queries. This particular section will give you an idea about what queries people are typing in to find your website. And similarly, you can have more of such content on your website or your blog, so that people find you through those topics. For example, at Zepo, one of the most popular topics on our blogs for which people have come to Zepo searching for is company registrations, or say courier services in India. So people come searching for that, and when they find out that we do have such services also on our offerings, they actually registered for Zepo. That is the first option to find what customers are searching for when they try to find your website. And how do we find out what people might search for? So this part tackles that question basically. So how do you find the keywords which people might search for? So if you go to if you go to something which is known as the Google Keyword Planner. So basically what it is that it is a free tool by Google. What it you can actually navigate that through your AdWords account. It comes under the tools section of your AdWords account. So basically, if you put in, for example, if you sell gourmet food or say uh, groceries, you can put in your basic keywords and have the press the get ideas button, and it will basically show up search results which are being searched by people to find similar sort of products. So basically, if you say search in for something, say sell gourmet food, you will get the results of all the related searches which people might do. Based on this, you can actually set up your paid ads, as well as you can create a content strategy around these keywords. This is the second thing which you can do. So just to refresh it, the first thing is to find out your queries which people are searching for to land on your website through your Google Analytics queries section, and the other is through the Google Keyword Planner, which is available for free under your Google AdWords account. And the third way is actually to scroll down right to the bottom of your Google search results. For example, if somebody searches for something, say beard oil, if you scroll down to the bottom of Google, you actually get a lot of related searches, which is basically what Google tells you, that when somebody searches for Google oil, they might also be searching for similar sort of queries. And this is how people create content around these sort of searches. And there is one more way. So many of us stores have this question that how do I compete with, say, the likes of Amazon or Flipkart, or say, for example, Happily Unmarried to when it comes to their products, because they have been spending a lot. They can spend a lot in advertising and all. So there is the strategy which is used, which is known as long tail keyword strategy. So for example, if you say take the example of say gourmet food. So we do know that something of the sorts of say I mean something of the sort of health cart, or something like that, a website spends a lot of money on advertising. So how do a small store compete with them? So you do not then compete on the major keywords. For example, say sell gourmet food. You compete for a long tail keyword, which is basically a extended search, which say less number of people do, but people actually search for something like that when they actually are looking for a product, when they're researching their product online. So if sell gourmet food is a main keyword for which a grocery store might be bidding a lot of money on, or putting in a lot of ads on, you can probably talk about a very detailed topic. For example, if you sell, say, pasta, you can talk about how to make a pasta salad on your blog, which is basically hosted on your, even connected to your Zepo page, Zepo store. So one more strategy which people can take when they are approaching SEO is that to find out what their competitors are ranking for. So as a e-commerce player, you cannot always spend money as much as your competitors are doing, but you can always know that what your competitors are doing. For example, if you are a grocery store, you can actually go into a website which is known as Spyfu, and you can type in, say, big basket. You can actually analyze what keywords they are targeting in their search engine optimization. For example, a bigbasket.com actually uses a lot of I mean, they have created a lot of content around the keyword grocery store and online grocery shopping in India. So knowing what your competitors are ranking for is very important to create your own search engine optimization strategy. So after you've done your research and you have an idea about what sort of keywords you want to target in your search engine optimizations, you can now go for the action part to implement those things. So that is what you do once you have done all your research. So to implement, how when I say about talk about implementing your SEO, what is that we are talking about? So if you have observed, uh, there are some companies who are taking a very different approach on it. That is, they are driving traffic to their website through articles and through blog posts, which help their customers in that particular product field which they are in. For example, there is a website and a product called Beardo.in. So to drive traffic to their website, they have a blog, and on their blog, what they do is that they create articles, and such unique and offbeat articles, which basically helps their community. That is, people who wanting to grow a beard. So they write about a topic, for example, say 5 scientific reasons to grow your beard, to keep growing your beard. So that is what they have wrote about, and that is the reason. If you observe carefully, this particular blog has a heading which has the keywords growing your beard. So many people these days search on these particular keywords, and that is the keyword which they have taken in. They have incorporated that in this blog post, and they have created a blog post around that. Now what they do is that first they create the content, and then they share the content. So if you see here, Beardo first goes and shares it on their Facebook page. They also create similar sort of content on their Instagram page. So once they have created content, they now drive traffic to their website through these channels. So these channels are not only meant, Facebook is not only meant for advertising, it is also meant to drive traffic to your website. And this is the approach which we want our stores, or we suggest our stores to start taking, because it is not always possible to advertise on huge budgets. We suggest you to create content around the products which you are selling. Uh, we would take a very interesting case study over here. So there is a store on our platform called as MABH Herbals. It just has one product, that is a hair oil. And it has a very interesting strategy to sell its products. Since it has only one particular product, there is no point in going about advertising the products. So the owner of this particular store, she is a she is a hair expert, or beauty, and she is a she's using these products herself. What she did was that through her trial and errors, she developed a hair oil, which is which basically caught on the fancy of a lot of people, and she started getting a lot of queries around her products, this particular product. And she slowly turned her blog into a space where she used it to suggest a lot of beauty remedies to her readers. Slowly she started reviewing products. For example, here she has reviewed a skin jelly product, and if you see towards the right, she is also creating a video on one of her products. So her products are basically advertised through her blog. She doesn't go out and advertise her products through Facebook ads or Google ads. Her blog and the kind of questions she gets over there basically talk about that only: how to grow hair and fast, how to grow hair fast. That is what she talks about always. and this is how she is driving a lot of traffic into just one product which she has. And it is a I mean, it is a hugely successful store, and she gets international orders from across the world. So this is kind of a content strategy which we are talking about, to using a blog to and content to drive a drive a huge sort of traffic to your website. So if we just go to a review of what all we have done till now. So first we talked about searching the particular keywords and researching the keywords around your products, and then finding out what your competitors are trying to rank for organically, and then creating content around that. Now we will go into a slightly detailed discussion of what all things you need to take care of while you are optimizing your store for the search engines. So one of the basic things which you need to do is to have all your social media accounts created properly. That is, if you we take an example of cheercard.com. So one of the things which she has done over here, which is very visible through this particular screenshot, is that if you see, her Facebook account is created properly, her LinkedIn account is created. The screenshot shows that on the right, she has registered her business on Google My Business. So that is the basic difference between a website which is not registered on my one of the basic differences which is there between a website which is registered on Google My Business and which is not registered, is that you won't get this you won't get this result on the right side if your website is not registered on Google My Business. What it does is that whenever a person searches for, say, for example, this particular website sells ethnic wear. So if a person searches ethnic wear shops around this particular area, which is, say, Vasco da Gama, Goa, it also shows up in the search engines on the maps. So that is what Google My Business registration does, and it is very important that you have your business registered on Google My Business. And the same logic applies to your accounts on Google Plus. So Google Plus allows you to get, if you have a Google Plus account, you will have the opportunity to ask your customers and take reviews from your customers on Google Plus. So if you see the right hand side screenshot, the right side of your screenshot, there is an option of reviews and be the first to review, write a review. So if your website is registered on Google My Business, people can actually review it here, and the search engine actually looks and gives good points to websites who have Google reviews and Google Plus reviews, because it is an indicator of the kind of trust your customers have. And so this is what we have started off with. That is the basics of SEO. And we have covered social media accounts, basically having all your Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest if possible, and Google Plus accounts linked properly from your website, having your Google My Business account set up, Google Plus account set up. And we will discuss the local business classified listings in detail in the future slides. This part of the search engine optimization which we will be discussing right now is, we would call it as the on-page optimization. So whatever is possible within your store uh, to optimize it properly for the search engines, so that they rank properly. So one of the most important things which even our support team always stresses on is having good product images. So there is no substitute to having good product images. So I was having a look at one of our stores, and I would just share this particular screenshot. So this is a store called Uran Studio, and she uses a unique strategy over here, is that she has created customized graphics for her store, and she's advertising that on Facebook. I mean, talking about that on Facebook. And also, if you see her Instagram profile, she is using very good images talk about her products, which is basically she's advertising the pillows, the uniquely created pillows over here. So that is one of the things which we are talking about here, that having good product images which you can use not only on your website but also on when you say advertise and when you share your products on Facebook and any other social media accounts. So we would go on to the next thing, which is meta description. So meta description is basically what your products, what are the ways in which you describe your product. So it is one of the options given within our product pages of Zepo stores, the meta description. It is very important for the search engines, because from that the search engines would know that what your product is all about. And it is very closely also related to the image alt tags. So as much as it is important for having good product images, it is important also to put in the proper alt tags for those images, because there are a lot of times when people use Google image search. So there are some times when people actually go into and search for products in the image search, not in the text search. So and people land up on websites through that particular search. So when a person is searching for, say, black shoes on the image search, if your product has been alt tagged properly, there is a chance that your particular product comes up on the image searches, and you basically get a piece of traffic from there. We would suggest that you encourage every time a customer buys your product, you encourage your customers to leave you product reviews. And that is basically can be done on any platform, that is on Google Plus account, as I showed you previously. Or for example, there is also options of getting product reviews for your store on Facebook. So if you see, this is one of our website, I think anyorder.com. They are basically getting a lot of good reviews from their customers on their Facebook page. So that is also a good indicator of the kind of popularity they have, and it is a very good point for a SEO. Um, Next, we are talking about the page title. This is an option which people you get when you are setting up your website itself. So the page title basically comes around here. So when anybody is searching for something, this is the kind of pop-up which comes up when you hover your mouse pointer, and you can have a lot of optimization around that. One of the suggestions from our end is to basically have local information on your page title tags. For example, if you are a flower store based out of Bangalore or Bombay, you can actually mention that in your title tag for a good local SEO, which is very important. Local orders are very important for a lot of our customers. And one of these pointers we have already talked about is linking your social media accounts properly from your websites, and responding back to negative reviews is also what we suggest. um, on the off-page SEO item checklist, we would talk about a few points over here. That is getting product reviews by bloggers. So many of our stores have got a huge traffic from when they talk to bloggers, collaborated with them, asked them to try their products, and when the bloggers wrote reviews about them, they have got a good amount of traffic through them. Many of these stores are basically fashion and apparel stores, because this particular segment we have found is very active on the blogging platforms. People are always researching for new new dresses and new fashion trends, and that is where the fashion bloggers come in. They can actually review your product and recommend it to their customers. What it does also to your store is that it gives you very good backlinks. So what we mean by backlinks is any website which is ranked higher on the search engines in terms of the kind of reputation they have over the internet. For example, for Zepo, an Economic Times would be a very good reputed source to get a backlink from. This is a very small example. For example, if Economic Times recommends Zepo to people who want to sell online and have a e-commerce store. If somebody like Economic Times actually recommends us, it is very good for us. Similarly, if a reputed fashion blogger recommends your particular product or your particular designs, it is a very good backlink, and the search engines basically see it as a recommendation, and that is where you beat your competition. That is where your products, your in any genre, your website is ranked higher than any other website of the same genre. In off page, we seriously recommend coupon listing websites, because these take very less efforts, and these give you they are very reputed websites. For example, Coupon Dunia, Coupon Raja, Coupon Rani. These are websites which are very good ranked, and they give you backlinks without any major efforts from your end. So that is a very good way to get traffic as well as backlinks from a reputed website. Another thing is that what I was analyzing is that a small percentage of our successful stores use directory submissions, that is Just Dial, Sulekha, and India Mart, to get some traffic onto their website. This is also one of the strategies which is very prone to get missed by a lot of stores, and it is an easy thing to do, and we suggest you do that, which will basically help your search engine optimization. um, Google Places, we already covered that in when I was explaining Google My Business and Google Plus account creation. What it does is that it gives a search result whenever a person is searching for a product in that particular locality. And we have already talked about building a good reputation and engagement on the social media platforms. And one of these important things is through the MABH Herbals example, we also saw that how answering questions as an expert can actually create a good reputation, internet reputation, and drive traffic to your website. So all of these strategies which we are talking about over here basically uh, talk about a content driven strategy, which is basically we haven't talked about any sort of advertising, spending money, anything of that sort. We have just seen how creating content around your products can drive traffic to your website and your e-commerce store basically. So I would be uh, transferring the mic to Varun again, who would actually go over in detail about creating a blog strategy, detailed blog strategy. And I'll be just passing on the mic to Varun right now.
Thanks, Saptarshi. Uh, Hi guys, hope you enjoyed Saptarshi's talk. And as Saptarshi said, I'll obviously talk about how to, start a blog and what blog strategies you should adopt. But before that, what I'll also do is I'll give you a summary of what else you have to do to get your first 50 or 100 sales on your online store. So SEO obviously is one of the most important factors in determining how many sales you get, how much traffic you drive to your website, how popular your website is. SEO is going to be the backbone. But there will be a lot more as well. So if you could just give me a second, I'll get started with it. One second. Yeah. So if you can see here, I have listed down a list of 10 things that are important for any online store to get their first 50 sales. So I'll run you through all of them and give you a brief about what you can do under each topic. But yes, at the end of the day, there is a lot of scope for innovation. Apart from what I tell you, you can also brainstorm, you can have a chat with us, you can discuss, and you can obviously come up with a lot more ideas as well. But I'll set the ball rolling and I'll tell you a brief of all these 10 things that we've seen our store owners use to get more sales in their first 3 to 4 months of starting an online store. So the first step would be, after starting off an online store, the first step would be to invite family and friends. So once you start an online store, the first circle of people that should know about it is your friend circle, your family, and your neighbors, your relatives, whoever you are close in touch with. So the first few visitors, the first few hundred visitors, and maybe the first 2 or 3 sales could be coming in from people that you know yourself personally or professionally. How do you go about inviting friends and family? That you can do by 3 or 4 different ways. So, for example, first you can start off with something as simple as a broadcast message on your WhatsApp list. So you've got a lot of people added on your WhatsApp. What you can do is you can create a broadcast message on your WhatsApp, introduce your project or your venture to them, tell them, hi, this is something that I started out. Maybe you like it, and here's a discount coupon in case you like my products. What that will do is, when these people know you personally, they will very most definitely go and check out your website. And once they go and check out your website, if they like your products and if they have a exclusive discount coupon that you send them, they are more likely to purchase from you. So through your own circle, you can drive a good number of sales in the beginning. Other than that, what you can do is you can also send out an SMS blast. So maybe not all of your friends are there on added to you on WhatsApp. Maybe they don't use WhatsApp, but almost each of them will use SMS functions. So what you can do is you can head over to many different websites that offer free bulk SMS programs up to a certain limit of SMSs. You can go there, you can try them out, and you can register there. You'll just need to upload a list of your contacts. You can download the list from your mobile phone or from your email, and you just need to upload them, write out a message, an informal hi, hello message saying, okay, this is my venture. Take a look, check it out, and let me know if you have any feedback. If you like my products, here's a coupon code, and send it out to everyone. You'll be surprised by the number of people that actually end up visiting your website and scrolling through it and actually end up making a purchase. So that is a very good way to set the ball rolling in terms of getting sales for your website. Then comes email. You can do the same thing with your email as well. You can log into your email, select all contacts, and you don't need to mark them in BCC. You can either use a bulk email tool. There are many bulk email tools which you can use for free as long as you're sending it out to a few hundred people. And you just need to upload the list, and each of them will get the same message there as well. So once you send it out on WhatsApp, on SMS, and on email, you are very effectively reaching each and every person that you know personally and inviting them to check out your website. And the best thing about this is this also, sets off a good and healthy chain of word of mouth marketing. So if you today introduce 2 to 3 friends to your website, they are more likely to go and talk to 10 of their friends about your website. So that can have a very good effect in bringing in the very interested and targeted audience to your website. So inviting friends and family should always be one of your first things that you do, and you should not miss out on any of your circles. You don't necessarily need to be talking to them on a day-to-day basis. You can just drop in an informal message and you will see good returns. After that, the second step, what I call is what would be important is social media. So there's no point in telling you the importance of social media because that has already been talked about so much by so many people all over the world. It is, beyond discussion that social media is a very important aspect of each of our lives. What I'll talk about is how to leverage social media in your initial days to get good sales. So we all know that everyone is on social media, be it Facebook, be it Twitter, be it Instagram. Everyone is present on, you know, one, two, or maybe more than two social media channels. So what you can do is you can start off by creating a Facebook page, something as simple as creating a Facebook page. Once you do that, what you can do is invite, there's an option to invite all your friends to the Facebook page. After that, what you can do is you can, post your product, you can start marketing the Facebook page by inviting people to like it, by sharing good posts, by sharing good images, good content that you find elsewhere related to your industry. So, for example, if you're uh, if you're a brand that sells Apple or accessories, you can probably type in good content or images related to something that happened in the fashion world. You can voice your opinion on something that is trending in the industry. And once that is done, you will start getting more people coming to your Facebook page and interacting with it. So if you, along with that, if you keep posting your products regularly, what that will do is people won't actually need to go to your website to know what products you are selling. You can they'll be in touch with what you are offering without actually going to your website. And if they're interested, they will very well go to your website and make a purchase. Other than inviting all your friends, what you can do is you can probably try running a contest on Facebook. You can you know just something as simple as caption image, something as simple as share and a random person wins something. And you can offer your own products as a prize. So what this will do is many people will get to know about your product. They will show an interest because they have a chance to win it for free. In the process of showing interest, they will also be sharing it or spreading it to their own social circle on Facebook. So you actually exponentially increasing the reach of your products simply by offering one product as a price and running an interesting competition. So once you do that, you're leveraging social media in your initial days as a brand. Other than that, on social media, you can also share those posts on your own personal on your own timeline. This will also help everyone understand that okay that you are taking this venture. They'll be interested in it. But be sure not to overdo it because no one likes spam on their timelines either. So keep it healthy, keep it interesting, and keep it very, very, engagement worthy. People would like to engage with that post. Keep the post like that. So once this is done on Facebook, you can also do something similar on Twitter. You can start a hashtag. You can start Twitter. Search on Twitter for people who are actually posting tweets about products related to your product range. If you offer, say, sports shoes, and if you do a search on Twitter and if you find someone on Twitter asking people for recommendations, you can go and introduce your own website to them. What this will do is this will, again, someone who's very interested in your products will get to see your website and there is a high chance of completing a purchase there. Sorry. Right. So once that is done, social media is taken care of. You can do the same on other channels as well as Instagram, maybe on Pinterest. But that again will probably be a little more lengthy process because the maximum number of people are present on Facebook and Twitter. So once you do that, then we'll move to the third point in the list, which is building an email list and email marketing. So as you know, you are if you ever log into your email inbox, you will see loads of emails about different brands trying to reach out to you, communicate to you, telling you about different offerings, different products, different services that they offer. And there has never been a replacement to how effective that is. Because email is something that most people log into day in, day out because it is part of their work, it is part of their lifestyle, it is something that they cannot do without, unlike a social media channel. For many people, it is an obligation also to log into their email because a lot of personal work, a lot of work is stuck there. So when you reach out to their inbox and declare your brand's offerings or whatever, it is a very effective way of making sure that they, end up receiving what you are trying to communicate to them. So email marketing is very important that way. You need to have a healthy list of people to whom you can send out your communication to, and you need to have a very healthy, email as well. The content of the email needs to be very healthy as well, so that it is very easy to digest for the other party. So in email marketing, there are two things that you need to take care of. If you do those two things properly, you're doing it. You're doing email marketing very well. The first is how to make sure that you are collecting a relevant list of email IDs and how to collect a relevant list of email IDs, where you can't simply go online and search for a list of people who want to buy, say, if you are selling, like I said, accessories, you can't simply go online and download a list of people who are interested in accessories. You'll have to build it on your own. How do you do it? The second part is what communication do you send out to them? What actually do you deliver to their inboxes? What is written in the email that they receive? So I'll tackle the first question first. How do you download, I mean, how do you generate a list of relevant email IDs? How do you go about that? So to begin with, what you can do is you should always have a subscribe option on your, you know, on your website, whether it be on the welcome page or on the actual store. There should always be a subscribe button. So what you can do is you can use a tool such as HelloBar, which is integrated with your Zepo store. And what that does is with that you can put up a notification bar at the top of your website. If you can see my screen, I will show it to you in action right now. You can use Hello Bar, or you can even use something called Many Contacts. Both of them will serve the same purpose. Using this, whenever someone lands on your website, they will be able to, see a bar at the top where you can simply, where they can simply enter their email IDs to subscribe to your communication. But simply offering them a means to subscribe does not mean they will actually subscribe. So if you can see this contact bar, get a free contact bar on your website, email it right now. Something similar, you can customize this part of the content. You can, customize what is written here, right now part, and you can actually put it up there. So what this does is, once it's live on your website, you can offer them an incentive to sign up as well. You can offer them type in your email IDs and to reveal a 20% discount code. So even if that person is not interested in making a purchase right now, what that will help with is it will, incentivize him to enter his email ID to get a discount coupon that he can use at a later time as well. So what you can do is you can build this email list over a period of time and keep communicating to them. So for example, if you type in your email ID here, which could be something as varun@gmail.com, which is a random email ID. You click on try now. you will get subscribed, which you can see here. They have already received it. Then you can obviously, customize this hello bar more. These people have added a what is your website link as well. But you can do more with it. You can show a custom message here in this space. So what you can do is once the person enters their email ID, you can display your own discount coupon. So this way you are actually encouraging him to use the discount coupon at that very moment while collecting his email ID, which you can use at a later period of time. Also, another important email list that you have will be your orders, people who have actually ordered from you, people who have maybe added products to their cart, people who have registered on your website. All of these are people who have, you know, interacted with your brand at some point of the time or other. What you can do is keep these email lists safe and keep sending out, email communications periodically to these people. So that is the first part about building an email list. So also how you can build an email list is you can start a blog, which we will come to later in detail on how to start a blog and what to write there. But once you start a blog, you can also have a blog subscribers list. Most blogs offer, readers an option to enter their email IDs so that they can actually subscribe to their newsletters. So if you do that, if you write a good blog, if you have something interesting to offer to people, they will, you know, very gladly enroll to the subscription list. So once these people are in your email list, you can send out communication to them and keep them hooked to your brand. They won't lose touch with your brand. It can be, you know, any kind of email communication, which is something that I'll discuss now. So once you've built an email list, what you can do is you can try out different types of communication. The first communication type could be something as simple as a discount that you can offer them on a certain range of products. That could be, hi guys, here is a 50% discount coupon, here's a 30% discount coupon, try my products out. So if you send it out to say 200 people, you're actually trying to, it is as good as going to these 200 people and personally handing them a discount voucher. So even if say 10 or 15% of 20% of them actually end up visiting your website and using the discount coupon, that is still a very good number of orders that you're generating through this. You can obviously experiment with the design of the newsletter. You can experiment with what products you are sending in. On your Zepo store, you have email marketing integrated on your Zepo store. So once you are in your dashboard, you can, periodically send out a compilation of your top products to these people. And that will be a very good way of keeping in touch with them. Another kind of emailer that you can send out is if you want to build up hype about a product that you're going to release in the next few days or the next few weeks, you can generate buzz about it using this. If you are, say, coming out with a brand new t-shirt range, you can, promote it with that. You can be like, coming soon, drop in, let us know, show us your interest, and someone lucky will get one t-shirt for free. So that way, what that will do is that will actually help create a bit of noise about what you're going to come up with in the next few months. So this is in a nutshell what email marketing will be. There is obviously, if we go into the depths of it, it is something that will take up an entire day because it is that detailed. But to start out with, you can do this. Like I said, to get your first 50 sales, if you do this much, this will be well and good to get started. This will be well and good to get in your first few sales if you have the right email IDs and all. Moving on from there, let us move on to the next point, which is Facebook and Google advertising. So paid ads are something that will guarantee you eyeballs. You are guaranteed that people will see that, and most definitely people will end up on your website. But it isn't as simple as that. Where does the challenge lie? The challenge lies in the fact that can you make sure that you're not overspending to receive an order, as in the cost per acquisition, which is the amount you spend on an ad to receive an order, is not too high. That is the first thing. You should make sure that the CPA, cost per acquisition, is not too high. The second thing is, are you targeting the right kind of people? Are you sure that if you're selling sunglasses, you are targeting, say, college students more and not, you know, married people over 50, because they are less likely to purchase your products. If you're selling, say, something like beard oil, like my friend Saptarshi was talking about, if you're selling beard oil, are you sure that you are marketing it to, men in a certain age group in certain cities? So you have to make sure that the right kind of people are receiving your ads and that you're not overspending. So Facebook and Google both have the option for you to advertise, and both of them are slightly different. On Facebook, how advertising works is you put up an ad and then you choose what kind of people you want to see the ad. You have to choose because everyone is there. You have to tell Facebook, okay, I want males whose age range from 18 to 40 in these cities, who have liked or shown interest in these topics, to see my ads. So if you're selling a Pink Floyd t-shirt, or if you're selling a, say, Friends t-shirt, you can choose what age, what demographics, what job titles, what interests, everything you can choose, and you get to pick out the people who will see your ads. So that way you are in control of who is going to see the ads. On Google, you cannot choose what age group will see your ad, maybe you can, but the main target audience there is people who are searching for your keywords. You have the thing that you play around with on Google Ads is keywords. So if you are selling an iPhone 6, the keywords will be iPhone 6 India or iPhone 6 Mumbai, iPhone 6 Delhi, whatever. So if someone is searching for that, regardless of who that is, as long as I'm sorry, as long as they are searching from India or say whatever parameters that you define, they will be shown the ads. So the primary difference between what drives a sale through Google or Facebook ads is, on Facebook, purchases are usually impulsive. Impulsive as in people are there to, socialize. People are there to post updates about what they're doing, interact with other friends. They're not there actively looking to make a purchase. So if they see a good ad on the sidebar and they like the product, they decide to make a purchase. That is something of an impulsive purchase. On the other hand, on Google, your ad is only shown when people are actively interested in viewing your products. If they search for red Reebok shoes, they will see your ad, which means that they were actively looking for websites that will offer them your product. So the engagement level is higher on Google. So Facebook and Google Ads is again a very detailed topic on because how you can target your audience on Facebook is very different to how you can target your audience on Google. How you can budget on Facebook is very different from how you can budget on Google. But to summarize, if you optimize your ads enough, if you make sure that the right kind of people are seeing your ads on Facebook, if you are showing up your ads for the right keywords on Google, you can actually drive good amounts of sales by spending very little on advertising. So on how to do Facebook and Google advertisements, maybe we can take it up in another seminar, another webinar, because that will be something that will have to do a lot with the Facebook dashboard and the Google AdWords dashboard, and which is completely an in-depth topic in itself. But to summarize, on Facebook, you can probably drive sales for products that are related to apparel, that are related to books, that are, something that you would associate an impulsive buy with. On Google, you can show up your products for the right keywords, and be assured that a very targeted set of people come to your website through that ad. So that would be the summary. So one very common question that everyone has when we talk about Facebook and Google advertisement is, how much do I need to spend on it? Do I need to spend thousands or lakhs of rupees to get a good return on investment? Or can I start with a peanut budget as well? So usually if you start out with a budget of around say 500 to 1000 per day, that should give you a good result of around 2 to 3 orders per day. So again, this is not a hard and fast statistic. There is no rule that will say that okay, if you spend 500 bucks, you will get 3 orders. That I said, like I said, will depend on a lot of other factors. But assuming that you do things correctly, we have seen most e-commerce brands get a good number of orders if they go with that budget. So if you have that kind of budget to market in the beginning, you should surely look at Facebook and Google advertisements. And if you have further questions about how you should implement a strategy for it, you can again get back to us and we'll be very happy to help you with that. So once Facebook and Google advertisement is done, we move on to blogging. So like Saptarshi said, I would be explaining what blogging is, how to start blogging and what kind of content to write there. So to start off with, why do you need a blog? So why exactly do you need a blog? So to answer that question, it will be these 4 points. It adds a new dimension to your website. It is not just products listed one after the other. It is also a resource bank and information bank that you have on your website, which is very refreshing at all times. Also, it is not always a visitor will come to your website and then see your blog. It is often the other way around as well. If you have a very good blog and you promote it nicely, people will view your blog and then come to your website. You are opening up another door for people to enter from, basically, if you are to put it in layman terms. So blogging is very important that way. Second, it gives more information about the product, very obviously, because there is only as much that you can explain in a 2 sentence product description. You can maybe explain the features of a phone if you're listing a phone. But if you have to explain a review of a phone or compare two different phones, you will need an entire blog post. It gives you a lot more space to play around with your content, to write more, to explain more, and to generate deeper conversations in your among your target audience. And the third one would be is very cheap to maintain. There's little to no cost that goes into maintaining a blog. There's only effort or time that you need to take out. And obviously the fourth one, it makes your website more personal, which is very obvious because it is, like I said, not just a list of products, but something that is actually informative or a source of entertainment also or whatever. So these are the reasons to maintain a blog. And like I said, the blog is something that will help you a lot when it comes to SEO. A lot of people who are searching for, say, the iPhone 6, they won't directly search for people who sell iPhone 6, they will search for reviews of iPhone 6. So if you can show up high on a search result like that, many people will come to your website, read a review of iPhone 6, and through there, they will, you can add a link to your website or they will see your website links around, and they will actually go to your own website and buy the iPhone 6 from there itself. So that is a very useful way to drive traffic and engage them with content and then pushing them to buy the product. Where to start blogging? So you don't need to hire a developer or sit down with your coding skills to start a blog. Starting a blog is actually as simple as starting an online store on Zepo. So there are many different websites that offer you the chance to start a free blog. You can try out WordPress, you can try out Blogger, you can try out Blogspot, Tumblr, Weebly, and there are many more. But the best ones would be WordPress and Blogger. So What you can do is you can sign up there, you can create a free blog, and then you can link it to your Zepo website. How do you do that? You can simply go to your Zepo dashboard. You can head over to, you can add a new site page. You can name it as a blog, and then you can get it linked to whatever the URL is where you are hosting the blog. You can simply go to your dashboard under Manage My Store, Content, Manage Site Elements. There you can see your social footprints, and under your blog, you can paste the URL of your website there. That is the first step. Once you paste the URL in that dashboard, you can then get it linked by calling the operations team at Zepo, and they will help you out linking it to your website. It is as simple as that. It takes all of 20 minutes to set up your blog. And as you can see in the screenshot here, this is how it will look on the top bar. So for someone, a brand like trendy.com, they have a list of all their products and categories here, and at the end of it, they have a blog. This is how clean and beautiful it will look. So once you set up the blog, the next question that arises is, okay, I have a blog, but what do I write there? What content do I put there? And to answer that, it is, you can play around a lot with your content. You have to make sure that you write content frequently. You write content about topics that people are actually interested in discussing about. And very importantly, to leverage the maximum SEO juice from your blog, you have to make sure that your article and your content is very much SEO optimized. It's not just a bunch of words strung together. You have to make sure that all the right keywords are present in the right quantity, that you answer. You have to make sure that you are actually talking in depth about a topic and not just skimming the surface, and a lot more things. So coming to sorry, coming to what do I do about content, what to write. The first can be trends in this industry. So again, as you can see here in an example, fusion fashion, the flavor of the season. So you are selling apparel and your own clothes range, or whatever, and if you're doing that, you have to engage your audience by talking to them and discussing with them the latest trends in the fashion industry. So fusion fashion, talk about it and promote to the right people. Many people come there and interact with you depending on how good the article is. Then the type of content that you can write is, you can write more information about your own product. You can create an article about your own product and explain and talk in detail about it. So for example, one of our brands, uh, they sell ring slings. So there's not much information that you can get about ring slings simply by visiting a website. But when you read a blog post, you can figure out, okay, what exactly it can do. It's compact, it folds so small that you can even tuck it into a roomy coat pocket, comes in one size, this is the weight capacity, this is, toddlers will love it, it is how to wear it, how is it, ergonomic, everything can be included in a blog post. So these are the two kinds of content you can write on a blog. And what strategy to adopt for content. So how can you play around with your content? So for that, what are the components of a good blog post or a good blog in general? So that is summarized here if you can look at it. It is good graphics and latest trends, obviously. If you just open Google Images and take out the cliched images, it won't look good. But if you hunt online for a better looking image that is not usually shared everywhere, that has a personal touch, that will add good graphics to your blog post. That is something that you can do. If you're writing about, say, like I said, Adidas shoes, the first image result on Google search might be something that is not that good. It'll have a white background, it'll have a shoe. It may or may not be in, high definition. But if you hunt around and if you find a very good image that has proper labeling, proper branding on it, of your own website maybe, or of Adidas, then it looks good. It is more presentable, and people would like to stick around on a page like that. So that is uh, that is what you know good graphics would mean. After that, customer experiences and reviews. Always encourage your customers to review products in the comment section. Always encourage them to discuss more and engage in conversation. Contests. You should always run contests on your blogs. You can come up with a giveaway, that is your gift, that is your prize. Come up with an idea, something similar to the ideas that I gave for social media accounts, which is caption this image. It could be share an experience. It could be uh, take a selfie with my product and hashtag it, anything, and run a contest, and the best one wins. Next would be product tutorials, how to use your products, sneak peeks before you launch product, showcasing it and creating a buzz, announcing a sale. You can announce sales. Okay, upcoming 2 weeks will be a shopping frenzy with 30% flat on all products, something like that. Talk about events you participated in. Did you go to any flea markets? Did you, take part in any offline event? And be sure to share your experiences from there, company history and your experience of starting up. Many people are giving that human touch to a company. Many people appreciate it. Explain how the idea struck to you. Talk more about your own team. Talk more about the journey that you've had. People like to interact with all that. So that is something that you can do on your blog. Once you create a blog and write a blog, people will not magically come and read it. You have to work to make sure that people actually turn up, and you have actually done enough to share and get people to read your blog. So always share it on social media, always share it to your friends, send out emails to relevant people, send out newsletters to your relevant list. For example, if you have a blog subscribers list, send out your best performing blog post to them in an email. Make sure that they come, share it on your LinkedIn, and don't just share it yourself. Make it easy for a reader to share as well. So if someone lands up on your website and wants to share to his circle of friends, be sure to add a plugin like this from where they can very easily share their product. Share your blog post. So that would be about blogging. Other than this, what you can do is you can go to other top blogs as well, where you know which has a community of people discussing. You can go in, add your 2 cents to an article, and then introduce your own brand as well. So if someone has posted about the latest trends in the say sunglasses field, you can discuss about the content there. You can say, okay, I agree. What you've written here is very good. What I feel is this. Also, if you would like to check out my own range, go out here. Don't make it a blatant promotion. Don't be like, try out this website. That gets blocked usually. I'm sorry. Offer your 2 cents worth of, thoughts, and then introduce a brand. So that is something that you can do with for blogging. Coming back to what can I do to get my first 50 sales? After blogging comes SEO, which I believe Saptarshi has talked about in detail already. Then comes offline hacks. You can always do a lot offline. You don't always need to promote online only. So, and for some businesses, offline promotion works better than online promotion as well. So, for example, if you're a grocery store with a limited delivery region, so if I have a grocery store with a delivery region of 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers, many a times a pamphlet in the newspaper will work better for me than putting up a Google ad. So that is something that you can try out offline. There's a lot, but that will again depend on what product category, what target audience you have, and all. For example, one of our store owners what he did was he tied up with the auto rickshaw walas in his city, and he got his advertisement stuck inside the auto behind the auto driver's seat. So whenever someone was taking an auto ride, they would see that advertisement, and from the orders that he generated, he gave a certain percentage of that to the auto driver as well. So he didn't have to make a big initial investment. He worked on a commission basis, and he got to break through to a very large target audience as well. So you can play around with the offline hacks. What you can also do is you can print a discount coupon on your visiting cards and distribute it. So whoever gets your visiting card also gets a discount coupon. What you can do is you can tie up with a retail brand. For example, one of our store owners, what they did was they tied up with the Planetum store near, you know, near his office, and for every order that Planetum received, they handed out their discount coupons, as in the store owner's discount coupons along with their order. And you know that is only because that person was on good terms with the Planet M store. So if you know people who run an offline business, tie up with them, talk to them, and ask them to distribute your vouchers or your discount coupons. I'm sorry, or your company information along with every bill that they pass out. So that can be something that you can do with offline hacks. Along with that, coupon listing websites are there. You can do a lot with coupon listing websites. Not only does it help generate more orders because people have a coupon to apply, it also acts as a very good backlink. So, like Saptarshi said, a backlink is very important for you to, get good amount of SEO juice for your website. So if Google sees, okay, some website that is very high ranking is linking to your website, it will automatically promote your website as well, as in it'll start showing it up higher on search results. So the same, because coupon listing websites like Coupon Dunia, Coupon Raja, Coupon Rani, whatever, are already very well established. Go there, list your coupons. It'll act as a very good backlink. Also, it'll also encourage people to, get a coupon code and use it on your website. So if someone is looking to purchase but finds your products a little out of budget, and they do a quick Google search and find your coupon code on these websites, they will use that coupon code and apply it and use that coupon code to complete the purchase. Other than that, same thing you can do with product comparison websites. What you can do is you can list yourself on websites like Jungly and My Smart Price. And how that will help is, again, it acts as a very good backlink. Plus, it'll also help when people are actually visiting Jungly and searching for products. For example, if you have a book, say you're selling a copy of Harry Potter or The Alchemist. So if someone is searching for the best price for The Alchemist, they will get all your, they will get your website as well in the search results. So that is a very good way to drive traffic as well. Uh, After that, there is obviously sell on marketplaces. You can list your products on marketplaces and drive sales from there as well. So that is a very good way to drive more sales. So if you have your products listed on your own website as well as on Flipkart, Myntra and all, what that will help is people who are searching for those products on those websites will also end up making a purchase with your brand. So to summarize, this would be the blueprint of the strategy that you should adopt to, get your first 50 sales. To conclude, I would like to ask my team member Saptarshi to take over. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them, and we'll be starting the question answer round right now. All right. Thanks a lot, Saptarshi. I'll be passing on the mic to you now.
Varun, we have got a couple of questions. Just give me a few seconds to go through it. So the first question which we have got is that what happens when we uh, list our website through Google Webmasters? You know what happens when Google crawls it. So to answer it with an example, uh, this exactly is what happens when somebody lists their website with Google, and when the search engines crawls that website. Basically, Google lists down all the individual links which are there and the sublinks which are there on the website, mainly which are being covered by the sitemap. And it basically adds, instead of just having one link on a search engine result, you now get three links to your search engine result, which drives direct traffic to your website through these pages. So, for example, if you have done your sitemap properly and done your website properly, you would probably get your categories listed. For example, I think Mudcutters has that done very well. You could just have a look at it, just to see an example. Yeah. So when somebody searches for Mudcutters, since they have done their search engine sitemap submission very well, you can see that people can actually go into individual links of their website, which is basically saris, dupattas, unstitched suits, blouse, and hand block prints. So this matches with our analysis which we had done for Mudcutters. If you remember, Mudcutters were getting a lot of traffic through the keywords dupattas and saris. So this is the reason why that is happening. So we had analyzed Mudcutters and we found that dupattas and blouse materials are one of the top searches. So this is why it is happening over here. We can see that. Yeah, dupattas are giving the match to their particular page on their website. Uh, I would again take a couple of minutes for a few seconds for the next question to just retrieve it from our question list. Yeah. So the next question is from is from is from Sania, and it's a question which says, how can we check our SEO performance of our website? So is it possible to analyze it? So there are a few websites available on the internet to check your SEO, how your website is doing on the search engines. In fact, what are the points you can improve upon? So we just take the example of one of our stores, which is known as Udan Studio. We just generated a report for that, and what this report shows up is that this basically tells you the full analysis of your website. What it does is that you can actually use this analysis to make a few changes to your website. So one of these analysis tells you that what are the most common keywords used. So I just checked up and found that Quran is about handcrafted products. She sells lamps and home decor. So basically, if you see this particular list of most common keywords, this does not match with the kind of products she is our customers uh, she is selling on the website, which is basically, she's selling products such as these. And which should match with the kind of keywords which are being used within the website, but it is not matching. So this is one of the changes which probably a person can do. This is a simple website called SEO Site Checkup, which on which you can run an analysis of your website, and it will show up all the suggested changes which you can do. Again, what happens is that uh, Udan Studio does not use her major keywords in her title tag and meta descriptions. So this is one of the most important things which we had talked about in the very beginning of our SEO checklist, that is having the proper title tags and meta descriptions, which is the thing which search engines see when they are trying to show up results uh, for a particular search query. For example, if somebody is searching for bed covers or home decor, there is a very less possibility of this particular website coming up, because the title tags and meta descriptions are not optimized for the particular queries. It does not match with the kind of products which she is selling. So this thing can be changed about on the website. So this particular website gives you a way to check up your website, and and you can make your changes accordingly. So that is the second question which we have. So Varun, we had two questions which we have clear up, and I think we do not have any more questions right now. We will be sending out a feedback form and on a follow-up email about this particular webinar, and we would also be inviting questions on those, so that we can cover it on the second part of this webinar series when we are having that. So thanks a lot, guys, for attending the webinar. We would be closing off here. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope this was informational for you. And we tried our best to give you practical ways to improve the website on SEO terms, as well as to drive traffic and improve upon the get traffic to as more customers land up on your website. So we would be closing off here, and thank you guys for attending the webinar. Goodbye.